What is your lifestyle founded on? I'm Pastor Dean. Thanks for joining me here at the Lakes for Good News Reflections. It is Friday, July 10th. For chapter a day, we're reading Matthew chapter 7. For this reflection, I want us to look at verse 24. Jesus says, "Therefore, everyone who hears these words of mine and puts them into practice is like a wise man who built his house on a rock." Many years back, Lisa and I started hiking. As a matter of fact, we just finished a trip out to the Grand Tetons hiking trip. If you like to hike, you got to go to the Grand Tetons. They're absolutely beautiful. But years back when we started, we went to Steamboat Springs. The first time we were really going to do some mountain hiking together. We stopped at a sports store. First thing, we found one of the employees there who was an avid backpacker, and we started talking about which trails we should go on. He told us the trail, and then he gave us many tips that ended up being really important for our preparedness in order to go. So we had some idea of what we would face as we went up on the top of that mountain, including a storm, a sleet storm in the middle of July. But we knew of the possibility of that, and we prepared for it because of what he said. So Jesus ends the greatest teaching ever, the Magna Carta, the Constitution of the Christian Church, which is the Sermon on the Mount, with this story, this small little story about two men who are going to build a house. One builds their house on the foundation of a rock. The other builds their house on sand. And when the storms come, the person whose house was built on the sand, the house collapses. But the one who built their house, their life, of course, on the rock is able to withstand the storm or storms of life. We're definitely been in storms in our country these last few months, both with COVID, with Black Lives Matter, and with the political turmoil that is brewing in our nation, especially as we come now closer to November. I would invite you as a Christian, if you claim to be a follower of Jesus, to begin to put into practice the words of Jesus. We as believers are to know his words, but we're all supposed to do his ways in order that we might perform his works. Jesus teaches us how to live our life, and he invites and challenges us as followers of his to have our lifestyle founded on his words, that our ways might reflect him. What is the foundation of your lifestyle? The storms are coming. He has given you a plan in which you might be able to prevail and stand strong.